in my mind, legend. So I think your sharing can help lots of people get faster.
Well, I wanted to always teach what I learned from my mentor. I was taught by a man named Joseph Green. Joseph Green was taught by Napoleon Hill. And so I was sharing things that I learned from my mentor that allowed me to, earn over 30 million in my life, but also have some freedom. Then I came to Philip's class. And I can tell you that it changed my life because suddenly the things that I was saying in my classes, I started to think, wow. He put it all in a way that I could step by step understand more clearly, and I took huge amounts of notes. And then I started to teach some of this as well, to put it in an order. And it has changed really amazing things in my own life because I started to take Philip John as my mentor. So, I follow him around the world. We do the class in Singapore. I follow him in Singapore. We do the class in wherever he do the class, I do the class. I came Vancouver, and as many places I can go with him, I go with him, and he teaching and I learning more. So I can do maybe 15 classes in less than 2 years. More than that, I think, in Colombia, many places. And so I really appreciate Mr. Philip Chan came to Hawaii, Grant, and the team. So you can see what occurs when you follow this wisdom. Because for me, I'm a student. I'm here as a student because my life has become more type 5. And I can tell you, sometimes, I travel with Patty and she goes, man, now you are too type 5. I cannot understand where you're going because you're too type 5. You're going to go left and right and follow your heart everywhere you want to go. And I said, yes, this is my life now. I'm enjoying my life now. And in this enjoyment, I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying my son. You cannot imagine the amount of joy I've had in enjoying my son and teaching him how to be type 5 because I can share my wisdom. And then Philip Chun changed his life. And I want to thank Philip because we were here in Vancouver more than 1 year ago, and my son discovered the point. And when he discovered the point, I know the exact moment it happened. It was in the Philip Chun workshop. Was during during the time in the Philip Chun, right? It was amazing. And so I just want to really thank Philip because that opening has led us to a different life. With my wife, with my family, with my kids. We came home from 9 days vacation in Japan. We go to Alaska. We enjoy the type 5 every day. This is our life now. And I had the money to enjoy this life. But it wasn't just the money. There was other things I had to work on. One of the biggest things I learned in Philip Chun's workshop is really the enjoyment of the time. The enjoyment of the time. Not just half the time, but to enjoy the time. And I'm enjoying the time every day. It's a big difference in my life, I can tell you, because I had the money, but not only money. Now I have more time, and I have patience. I have a lot of patience, and it changed my relationship with my son. And so, this is like the wonderful life we have. I think every day right now, I thank my mentor Philip for giving me a to $30 million earning, after having this ability, I can grow another double. Woo! I'm gonna give a little moment for my son's name.
I took a year ago, probably a little over, probably on the dot. Yeah, like 1 year ago, it was probably around August. It completely changed my life, and it's almost incredible to think how I was back then to how I am now is completely different. I mean, if I can just give you a simple explanation, you'll never understand how different it is, directly, but I can kind of explain it to you. Back then, I mean, I didn't even think that life had any meaning at all, truthfully. I thought that, once you die, that's it. Life had no meaning. You live and then you die. That's the point of life. So, my dad kind of saw this a little bit in me, and I was depressed, and I was playing video games every day. My brother does that too now, so we're gonna take him around and travel with Philip. But back then, my dad tried to get me out of this rut, and he was taking me around. I traveled with him to Singapore, to all these places around the world, and he just couldn't teach me that whatever I had to learn, that there's more to life, that we can live an extraordinary life. And what actually, this whole time I was just being hard and just not believing anything anybody said to me. But then I came to Philip Chung's seminar this one time, and God, the memory is so vivid in my head. Right after the seminar, there was this one moment that it was like a moment of insight that I just realized I can't say any better words, so I'll just say, holy crud. There's more to life. And I just remember just tearing up and just seeing the world is totally different than I thought it was. There's so much more to learn. And since that point in time, my whole life's had different meaning. I'm looking to, the things that he taught in the seminar, I'm looking to help people and be successful in my life, and not just be successful for myself, but for others, and to teach it just like he does. He's my inspiration. So truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, because I don't know where I would be. I mean, I might not be here maybe if I didn't go to your seminar at that time. So thank you so much for that.
I think you are good.
How are you? First, I would like to know who's here for the first time. Please raise your hand. Wow. First, I really want to congratulate you to be here. My name is Paria Costa. I'm from Bogota. And these two people changed my life, and I have here Steve and Cherry. 6 years ago, I saw an amazing opportunity. But sometimes we have opportunities, but we need mentors that show us the way. Because it's not the same thing to read a book, a book, when you have somebody tell you exactly what to do and they give you the example. Because it's a lot of people that can inspire people, like he said. It's a lot of seminars that you will pay a lot of money and they will inspire you, but they will not give you the vehicle. So that's one of the most important things that you're going to find here. And I have the honor and the pleasure to meet Philip. 2 years ago, we meet ourselves, each other dancing, right? And since that day, he just gave us a talk of 1 hour. But just in 1 hour, he changed the concept in my mind. So after I asked him to go to Colombia, and we had for him 1,500 people, and everybody was just in shock. Like even though what he said, even though some people doesn't understand when he was talking about something, but they understand the energy and they just change Colombia and they change my people in Colombia. And after we asked him to come again to Colombia, and he did that. And I'm in love. And I'm in love with him, with his concept, with his philosophy. He changed. He put a lot of love into our hearts, how we share, because he came to Colombia without any pay. And he taught us how we'll spread this philosophy around the world. And we learned so much that now when I want to speak in other countries, we talk about faith. And my mentor was NAGAO, Steve, Shrare, and after, I was so happy to say that you are our mentor too, right?
Yes, of course.
But more than that, my people start talking about being terrified, and I start feeling being terrified. Because before it was just more about make money and have time, but now I realize it was a concept of that. And more than that, now when I see a butterfly, I always will remember feeling. So with my husband, we change pictures for all butterflies around the world. So as soon as we see a butterfly, even though it's in a mall and it's like a fake butterfly, we take pictures. We remember like being butterflies and being terrified people. So the only thing that I can tell you to the people that are here for, especially for the first time, they know, and they the most important ones, and don't miss any moment. Be here on time and just stay until the end, so you can make a decision about what kind of life do you want to live. Because this person just changed our lives, and now being the opportunity to travel with him, not for working, just to have fun. I went with Philip to Hong Kong. I went to Philip to Miami, and I will follow him to any place, because it's incredible how he taught my husband and I to live an incredible life. So you deserve, you deserve an incredible life, and that's why you're here. And you have to put attention all the time, because I changed my life in the last 6 years, and in the last 2 years, I've been traveling around the world, like vacation, to 42 countries.